Rosie with dietsandrosie.com, and with me today is Ruby Gettinger. You might remember Ruby from her self-titled show, Ruby, on the Style Network. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Hi, Brandy.
Hi, it's so great to get to chat with you. You are getting ready to start your 4th season of Ruby. Are you surprised that it's still on, or excited, or is this kind of what you expected?
It's been a roller coaster for me because this is truly a journey, not only for me, but for others that are following me. And I never realized how many people out there it's going to affect, from all sizes, all ages. And it's just been amazing. Some of the stuff that shocks me that I go through, it's like the first time I find out about anything, everyone else is too. So it's a learning experience for me, big time.
Right. Well, Ruby, in going into your 4th season, what is it that you think is the most profound thing that you've learned about yourself in this experience?
Well, the 4th season, I call it my crossover season, because I didn't realize that how blind, even though I've been going through this, how blind I was to myself. How even eating the healthy food, if you do not take care of what's going on and the reasons why you're eating, that the healthy food can become an addiction, or become not an addiction so much, but you can start eating too much of the healthy food when you're going through something. And it's so important. I found out it's so important to reach out. I don't know if you watched last season, but last season, when it was ending, we did the 6 days, the Women's Fat Night. And one of the things that, we've gone through that is how severe obesity, it's a disease, how severe it is, and how when Penny took us into the 6th day, we had to sit on the floor, we had to do all this stuff and see how much medication we were taking. It's almost like we were 80 years old, like we were, and that's why she put us on the floor. She didn't let us sit on couches and stuff. It was so hard for us to get up and down, that she makes you face your disease.
Right. Yeah, you make a really great point that, go ahead.
Yeah, but this season, when you watch, you'll see not only, because a lot of the girls, if you saw us do the family map where you start at birth, and I don't remember, under 13, 12 years of my life. And so when the girls were talking about that, about their past and the things that they went through with their siblings, their parents, and they remember all that stuff, it really affected me, because a lot of stuff that we deal with is because of the core, of childhood, what you go through in childhood. And that's another thing that started affecting me, because I don't remember that. And I started having nightmares. I started having dreams. And so every time something would happen, I would go to the healthy food, but I was eating more of it. So my friends, you'll actually see in this season coming out, where my friends become brutally honest with me. And I hated them. I totally hated them. We're over it now, but it's something that I needed to hear.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's the hard stuff that actually kind of, pushes the right button. Do you feel like the confrontation for them helped you?
Oh, yes. I'm telling you, you really cannot see yourself sometimes. I mean, even when you're healing and you start, I call it backsliding, or, you get off track or whatever, you don't even see it because you're so used. I feel like your mind could be your best friend or your worst enemy, and I think that's what happens, is because, just like I've always said, when I was 716 pounds, I would look in the mirror just like somebody that suffers from anorexia or bulimia. They see themselves as this fat person, and they're not. I would look in the mirror and see myself as this person that was big, but not as big as I was. It's like the mind is very deceiving. Mm-hmm. It's almost like we can control it to fit what we want it to.
Right. Well, it sounds like you've got a really exciting season ahead. One of the guests we're going to see you interacting with this season is Rosie O'Donnell. What was that?
It is my Rosie. I love her. She's incredible. I mean, she's been helping me through this, because she started watching the show and seeing me blog and stuff, and she was a big supporter of my show. And then we connected through the radio, and then we became friends. And she just, because she's gone through so much herself, and she talks about that, on the show. But it's like she's helping me with each step go through all this. I've got some great people. Even Oprah, has been there, and Penny and Paula White. I mean, it's just amazing. They already know stuff that I don't even know yet. You know what I mean? Where they see things because of their own experience and their knowledge and their wisdom, what they've gone through. That I'm actually, you'll see me cross over where before I couldn't even, to me, little Ruby was dead, and now it's like I'm trying to find her, that I have crossed over, not thinking that she's dead. I don't hate her any longer. You'll watch how that happens. You'll see how it's just so much. I do Reiki, and I go to L.A. You'll see us in L.A. because George's oldest brother, I'm accepted to the Music Institute, and we all take him there. It's just I do things there that really makes me like go through so much pain and so much stuff that I'm thinking I'm on vacation, but I'm not. There's a lot of surprises, but the connection with Rosie it's amazing. I feel like Paula White and Rosie, and you'll see both of them, was the biggest crossover moments, and my friends being totally honest with me. And it's just, when so many people say to me, one question that a lot of people, they email me and say, how do you stay motivated daily? And I'm like, I don't, y'all, I do not. This is a struggle, and this is something you have to fight daily. Some days are great. Other days you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do this, But you have to realize you're worth it, and it changes your life. And I never want to go back to 716 pounds. And one thing they're going to find out in this season, all the answers to the questions they asked me.
That's great. Well, Ruby, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think at the start of the season we're going to learn that you've actually gained weight, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not happy. There's so much shame in that. I know, because no one out there, not my friends, not my family, not anybody watching the show to say anything worse to me than I've already said to myself, or make me feel, worse about myself, because there's shame in there, there's disappointment. And here I am doing it, and you'll see, I'm gaining this weight. And it's not because I'm going to pig out on the fattening food. It's actually I'm eating too much of the healthy food. And I get, and I find myself, because you start going through all this emotional stuff, and instead of reaching out, the biggest thing I've said always is to reach out, even through OA online, through anyway. You talk to people. And one of the things I find out through the Women's Fat Night and through all this talking is, why is the phone the heaviest thing when we need somebody, or we need to, break an addiction, or we need help with that? It's like, you don't want it. Why do we not call someone? Like, if we got a broken heart, call somebody about that. But when it comes to our addiction, we're about to, fall off track. Why don't we call? So right. It's kind of strange.
It is strange. Well, I think we all have really strange relationships with food for some reason, and we justify things that in other situations you'd never justify. So, it's definitely strange, but hopefully I'm hoping that maybe in this experience you've learned or are finding, do you have somebody or even people now who, when you do reach even for too much of the healthy food, that you're calling now?
Well, I'm telling you, it's the crossover. I'm already losing the weight that I gained, and I did not give up, even though you'll see, and this is, even though I felt such shame with all this, I look back at this now, and I'm like thinking, this is the best thing that could have ever happened for me, because it opened my eyes to another part of me, the part of me that is in denial with, it's almost like the part that you need your friends to go, okay, tell me about myself. When you're saying this the scale is not you, things like that. Or if you're saying that you can't do this or you don't want to do this and you make excuses for it, you know what I mean? You don't even realize you're doing it. You're just finding a way because you're really, what it's about is that you're feeling down, and because me, it was about the childhood, trying to find that out, not knowing if I could cross over, because I don't have memories, and dealing with, how do you cross over and go to the next step if you don't remember what happened. And so I'm telling you, one of the biggest things, I feel like this is going to be so great for people to watch too, because so many people, after they found out that I had gained the weight, wrote into me, was telling me about how they gained weight or they're staying at a certain way and they don't know why. And I'm telling you, it's in my failing, it's almost like I'm able to cross over now. I did not give up, even though I thought I was just going to give up. I was listening to all those people out there that says the odds are against you. There's no way you could beat this. People can't beat this. Go do this, go do that, because there's no way you could beat this on your own. And I started hearing that, and all the fail times you failed before, but you got to get in your own head and say, yes, I can. That's a lie. You know what I mean? There's a lies that we let haunt us or trick our minds again to feel like we're failures, and before you know it, you're in your own depression.
Right. Well, Ruby, it sounds like you're going to make some really big breakthroughs this season, so we're excited to see that. And from what we've seen, it's going to be a fun season.
Well, I do stuff I've never done before. You actually get to see me actually at the water park. I've been to a water park, but I always rode those little electric wheelchairs, and I actually get to go down slides for the first time. I mean,
oh, awesome!
So much. I know. Oh my gosh, I want to be there now. I mean, I'm a child. I'm not kidding you. But there's so much you're going to see, and I mean, I can't tell some of it that I've never, things I've never done. There's first time things for me. And just like me, Spanx, I found out about Spanx, and I'm totally in love with Spanx. I've actually, like a crazy person, showed y'all Spanx with me in them because I am so in love with them. They're the best thing for any woman.
They're a girl's best friend. I'm not going to lie.
They are.
A little illusion.
Y'all going to laugh with me, and you're going to probably cry your eyes out with me, but the biggest thing, you're going to learn with me, and I feel like so many other people with me is going to cross over even more.
Great. Well, Ruby, we can't wait to see it. You can tune in on March 6th, that's a Sunday, to the Season 4 premiere of Ruby on Style Network, and if you tune in an hour before, there's a clip show to catch everyone up, right, Ruby?
Yes, and that's so funny. By the way, the first episode is me and Denny fighting, doing couple therapy.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, he says that it's not, just let me tell you, he says that it's not considered cheating if you do it out of town. Is that insane? Let me see how crazy this is.
Denny. We need to talk to Denny.
You did. You need to tell him about himself, Randy.
Well, Ruby, thanks so much for joining us today, and congratulations on the new season.
Thank you. Bye, y'all.